Hello, what's up guys? How are you all doing? Hope you're all doing good. This is my first ever video for my first ever YouTube channel. So please support me guys, leave a like and subscribe to see my channel grow. So let's get straight to the topic. Tanjiro and Giyu runs through the castle. Tanjiro wonders about Muzan's whereabouts and the location of everyone else. He tells Shinobu that they will win and that he is sure of that. Suddenly, a powerful tremor strikes, shaking the area and worrying the two water breathers. As Tanjiro wonders if it is a fight or someone's death, the tremor gets closer and stronger. Giyu tells Tanjiro to stay back as the source of the tremor punches through the ceiling, revealed to be Akaza. Akaza tells the demon slayer, "Long time no see. I'm surprised a weakling like you is still alive." Tanjiro Kamado, accusing Tanjiro to yell his opponent's name back. Tanjiro begins to engage Akaza in a fight, whom lunges forward to forcefully attack first. Tanjiro is narrowly able to escape the blow by using the Hinokami Kagura, fire wheel, to flip over Akaza. Now behind him, Tanjiro wills himself to slice Azaka's arm off and successfully manages to do so, but is swiftly attacked when Akaza manages to regenerate his arm. To his advantage, Tanjiro narrowly avoids his attack by using Hinokami Kagura, fake rainbow, and manages to slice Akaza across the face in the process. Akaza regenerates his cut while he stares, stunned at Tanjiro's ability. After having witnessed their small scuffle, Giyu stands amazed at Tanjiro's techniques, thinking of how his ability is equal to that of a Hashira's. He recalls the snow day of when they first met, and how all he could do was beg for his sister's life compared to how he can now fight without losing his life or dignity. Azaka recalls the final words spoken to him by Kyojuro. "This boy isn't weak, do not insult him," and acknowledges Tanjiro's strength and informs him of his newfound respect for him. The chapter ends with Akaza initiating a technique development, Destructive Death, Compass Needle, to fight Tanjiro in a serious manner. Giyu uses the water-breathing third form, Flowing Dance, to maneuver around Akaza, the latter recognizing him as the water Hashira and stating it has been 50 years since he had faced a Hashira that uses the water breathing. Akaza responds by using his Destructive Death, Disorder, disrupting Giyu's movements and forcing him to use the water breathing 11th form, Dead Calm, to negate the attack. The Upper Moon mentions the last water Hashira he faced never used such a form. Tanjiro appears from behind, using the Hinokami Kagura, Raging Sun, to slash at Akaza's neck, only for the blow to miss, and for the demon to appear behind him instead, about to punch through his neck. Tanjiro nearly gets hit trying to use the Hinokami Kagura, Fake Rainbow, to dodge when Giyu saves him by slicing Akaza's arm off using the water-breathing second form, Water Wheel. Akaza's arm grows back nearly instantly, however, and Giyu quickly attacks again, followed by Tanjiro using the Hinokami Kagura, Flame Dance. Akaza sees him trying to slice his foot and uses leg type, Crown Splitter, knocking the demon slayer. Tanjiro tries to parry with his blade, and though he nearly comes unscathed, Akaza's leg catches Tanjiro's nose slightly, causing him to bleed heavily from the sheer force. Tanjiro crouches down to soak up the pain, leading Giyu to face Akaza alone. Akaza compliments his opponent's sword and asks for his name, only to be denied. "I don't have a name to tell to a demon, and I hate talking, so don't bother." The demon happily responds he loves talking and will continually asking till he gives in, using leg type, Explosive Flurry, to hit his blade handle and knocking the Hashira away through several walls. Tanjiro sees the impact and calls at to Giyu, only for Akaza to appear alongside him. Excited, he now knows his opponent's name. The two swing at each other, Tanjiro using the Hinokami Kagura, Burning Bones, Summer Sun, and Akaza deploying his Destructive Death, 8-layered Demon Core in retaliation. Akaza survives the clash unscathed, while Tanjiro is forced back, slamming into a wall. Akaza compliments his moves and for training in a short amount of time. He praises Kyojuro Rengoku for the day of their battle, as Tanjiro was a weakling, lying down that night. Now, however, he sees Tanjiro's growth in battle and is now excited to face him. Akaza voices his gratitude at Kyojuro's death, as he believes he would never have become stronger than that day, also insulting his belief to remain human. Tanjiro hears these words and, remembering Kyojuro, Shinjuro, and Sanjuro, becomes enraged, telling him to stop insulting the former flame Hashira. Akaza is confused, retorting he is praising the two, while Tanjiro only tells him he is insulting Kyojuro, as well as hating anyone who faces him. The demon claims Tanjiro is misunderstanding as he only hates the weak, repulsed by them, and stating the laws of nature dictate the weak become eliminated. The demon slayer responds back that the upper rank himself is the product of his wrong views, as he was once weak as well and had become powerful. Tanjiro yells that the strong protect the weak. Then the weak get stronger and help those weaker than themselves, calling it the true laws of nature. He calls Akaza's belief unforgivable and voices he will not let him do as he like any further. Facing off against Tanjiro, Akaza cannot brush aside the unpleasant feeling he is giving him. He is unsure why he feels angry fighting him since he believes Tanjiro is no longer weak, yet cannot shake the feeling of his eyes, voice, and words cutting into him. At that moment, someone grabs Akaza's shoulder and confirms Tanjiro's words. Everyone starts off weak. They get help from everyone around them, but he should only compare his own progress against himself, not that of others. The man tells him the only thing important is becoming stronger than he was yesterday, and soon he can be the one to help people. Angered, Akaza tries to punch behind him to hit the man, but strikes nothing. As a bewildered Tanjiro sees Akaza punch the air suddenly, Akaza angrily mutters, "Tanjiro, you really are unpleasant." Akaza uses destructive death, crushing type, 10,000 leaves flashing willow, and ruptures the ground around him, with Tanjiro just barely dodging the attack. As he becomes stunned at Akaza's new speed, the demon then quickly engages the demon slayer from below and uses his destructive death, leg type, flying planet, 1,000 wheels, with Tanjiro taking the attack and vomiting as a result. He tries to reason as to how Akaza manages to nearly hit him with every move. All his strikes seem to aim for his vital areas and his attacks seem to be attracted to them. He thinks back to when the demon deploys his technique development, destructive death, compass needle, but before he can figure it out, Tanjiro dodges to the side to escape an incoming kick. Tanjiro uses the Hinokami Kagura, solar heat haze, but only manages to cut halfway through Akaza's neck, who manages to heal the cut instantly. However, the upper rank is curious as to how the tip manages to appear hazy before hitting him, asking the demon slayer how he did it. Elsewhere, Sanjuro prays to his late brother Kyojuro that a major battle is now active, pleading him to protect Tanjiro. Sanjuro thinks to his written letter to Tanjiro about the conversation between the sun-breathing swordsman and the flame Hashira of that time, how the swordsman was the first breathing user and had engaged Muzan in battle. As Sanjuro continues to pray to his brother that Tanjiro will survive, it is revealed the Kasugai crow with his letter is sitting nearby, watching the battle, forcing Tanjiro to survive the battle. Tanjiro attempts to use his Hinokami Kagura. Firewheel Akaza catches the blade in his hands, startled that he will attempt to break it. Tanjiro headbutts the demon but doesn't injure Akaza.
He attempts to kick him, but Akaza continues to grasp the sword. Suddenly, Akaza's hands are sliced off, freeing Tanjiro and his sword. Giyu returns, angered at the searing pain in his back and sarcastically thanking the upper moon for blasting him through several walls.
So that's it for this video, guys, because it would get way too long and I wouldn't want to bore you guys to death. So I'll make a part 2 for this topic. Until then, stay tuned for more Demon Slayers content and please subscribe and leave a like.